Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. Before we get started, make sure you have something to write with and something to write on so that you can be successful for today's lesson. So today's focus is going to be dividing a whole number by a fraction. Okay, so an example of that would be something like 4 divided by 1/2, right? We have a whole number and we're dividing it by a fraction. The way I like to think about these types of problems, and it makes it real simple to figure out then, is how many groups of 1/2 are in 4 wholes? Okay, so we can connect that back to yesterday's grouping and sharing types of division word problems. How many groups of 1/2 are in 4 wholes? All right. So if we solve for that, we would have 4 divided by 1/2. We start with 4 wholes. So that's what I'm going to start with. 1, 2, 3, 4 wholes. And now I'm going to see how many 1/2s are in all of them together. So I'm just going to split each one in half and count how many groups of 1/2 there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then the answer is quite simply 8. There's 8 1/2s in 4 wholes. All right. So let's look at another one together. So this one we have 3 divided by 1/5. So how much do we start with? Well, we start with 3 wholes. So we draw our 3 wholes. And now I'm going to split these into fifths. I'm going to cheat and use my line tool because fifths can be tough and even more tough on a computer. As you see, even with this fancy tool, they're not perfect, and that's okay. We just need to see that there are fifths in each hole. So now I'm going to count them up. 1, I'll use a different color. Let's go purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then I get 15 as my answer. Okay. So now go ahead and try both of these. 6 divided by 1/3 and 4 divided by 1/4. So go ahead, pause the video, solve it, show your work, and when you're ready, hit play. Okay. So if we look at 6 divided by 1/3, I start with 6 wholes, okay? And I'm seeing how many 1/3s are in 6 wholes. So I'm going to break each one into thirds. And how many 1/3s are here total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, don't know what happened there. 16, 17, 18. So answer to this is 18. Now for 4 divided by 1/4, we start with 4 wholes. So I'm going to draw out 4 wholes. how many 1/4 are here. One, two, three, 4. And if I know there's 4 in one hole, I could just go 4, 8, 12, 16. Right? If I need to count them all out, still I can, but I can use a little skip counting to help me out. And I end up with 16. So that is it. Okay? So for today, what you're going to do is you're going to complete the practice activity sheet on Schoology. Something else I want you guys to start looking into is a math website that we're going to be using called Dreambox. It's a super cool website that's kind of like math with games and stuff. So I want you to log on and play. Now, there is a video on Schoology as to how to log on, and it kind of depends on what piece of technology you're using. So make sure you watch that video. There's also a letter that went home on Remind to your families to help you log in that way as well. As always, if you need any help with today's work, and then also if you need help with getting onto Dreambox, all right, please come to office hours. Office hours are between 1 and 2 p.m. today. There's also a discussion post on today's folder for what's one thing you like about Dreambox. So log in, play around, find something you like, and then respond to that post as well. Everyone, I hope you have a great day. I miss you. I cannot wait to see you again. Please let me know if you have any help.